Hello and a very warm welcome to ET Studios. I'm your host Himanshi Tiwari, joining you from the Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024. With me in this very special session, I'm joined in by the Ambassador of His Majesty, the King of Morocco to India, Bhutan, Maldives, and Sri Lanka, His Excellency Mohamed Maliki. Sir, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a
All right.
pleasure.
So we are here at the Rising Rajasthan Global
Yes.
Investment Summit. A lot of investment opportunities are here. A lot of MOUs are being signed. How do you look at this event when it comes to the ties between Morocco and India?
Well, let me start by telling you that I'm quite happy to be here in Rajasthan, a state which has a special place for us because it has a long history
Yeah.
with the Rajs and then the
Yeah.
princesses and then my so being from monarchy, we vibe a little bit more than the others. The second thing, I'm a little bit surprised as well, agreeably surprised by the number of participation for the first time
Yeah.
that this event is turning globally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the number, as you said, of the MOUs and then of the agreement that has been signed, and then also for the investment that is proposed, either internally from big conglomerates or from international. As it comes to Morocco, we are a country partner
Mhm.
to this event, and then we are honored to be here as a country partner. I have attended a few of the sessions, and then it shows the growth, but also when we think globally, indeed, Rajasthan is turning globally with so much investments. And then it's also a very good opportunity to make known Rajasthan because somehow it is only known for tourism destination, for culture, heritage, but it is not known for much for its energy mix.
Yeah.
It's not known for the renewable energies as
Yeah.
well. It's not
Yeah.
known for so many of the industries
Yeah.
that are flourishing here.
Yeah.
And then for that reason, I think there is a lot of experience to share for both of us.
Mhm.
And I'm here to explore these opportunities either through the stand which we are having in the hall or through the meetings that I'm having with the different stakeholders, either on the political level as well as the economic level.
All right, sir, we've seen that even Morocco's focus is also on the renewable energy with initiatives like Morocco Now,
Yes.
right? So, how can we foster the collaboration between Rajasthan and Morocco when it comes to the renewable energy space, when it comes to the energy space? And also, do you have any lessons for us?
I don't think I have lesson. I would think there is an experience to share because in
Okay.
fact lessons we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
So we may be good at few things and then you may be better at them,
Yeah.
but we can be also better at them, but you can be good at it.
Yeah.
So countries are based on equal basis.
Yeah.
We can't really teach anybody.
Yeah.
And that's something I have learned also in India that we have our own way, you
Yeah.
have your own
Own
way,
way.
and then every country can bring
Yeah.
a little bit of its own small bricks to the making of the world. The second thing I think renewable energies is a reflection of the political will. It's much more than a political will.
Yeah.
We went into energy, green energy, at the moment where most of the countries found it very expensive
Yeah.
in the early 2000s.
Mhm.
And people were asking why should we spend a lot of money on green energy? But I think His Majesty and then the government thought at that time that that is the social responsibility for our future,
Yeah.
for our children, because we are damaging the planet, we are damaging globally what's happening.
Mhm.
And I think by turning global, we by turning renewable, we reach two objectives at least, if not three.
Mhm.
The first one, we make our planet cleaner.
Yeah.
We have known how the deregulation is happening with the floods where the drought is always there, and then also droughts where the normally water has always been there. That's number one. Number two is a way of educating people
Mhm.
how to treat Mother Nature.
Mhm.
It's quite important. Third is to leave the resources for our future generations.
Yeah.
But fourth also is to get clean energy free of charge.
Yeah.
We have the capacity, and then Rajasthan has uh, maybe it doesn't have hydro power lots like we have in Morocco, but it has sufficient wind to make the wind turbines. It has also sufficient sun throughout
Yeah.
the year to clean. So I congratulate Rajasthan for this policy. When it comes to renewables in Morocco, I think we have gone seriously well in the sense that in the energy mix, we have already gone beyond the objective, which is 43% of our needs
Yeah.
in energy mix comes from renewable energies.
Yeah.
So that's quite a lot. I wouldn't say it's a lesson,
Yeah.
but I say it's an experience that when we want to do it, we can do it.
All right.
And in this particular matter, I think we can have a shared experience in terms of how to make renewable energies, how to utilize fully the potentials for the photovoltaics and then for the capturing the sun's innovation. We also have very nice and very good startups in Morocco that are innovating in terms of energy. Those probably can be a very good domain where we can share the experiences.
All right, it's a collaboration between
Indeed.
the two states.
Indeed.
Of course, some Morocco or South Morocco and Rajasthan are both known for their desert landscapes,
Yes.
right? So how can we foster the ties when it comes to tourism and culture between the two states?
Usually, south of countries have been associated with, especially in, for instance, in Africa, in that belt of North Africa, by the deserts. It's the biggest desert in the world. So there are challenges, but also from challenges, we learn how to live with the nature.
Yeah.
And in Rajasthan, despite the difficulties, I've been here, and sometimes it could exceed 54, 55 degrees.
Yeah.
Something which could be unimaginable for other countries. But then how Rajasthan has been able to can turn all this heat and then to make people quite really good. I was talking to my colleagues and then remembered the Hawa Mahal. So Hawa comes from the air. How the chicks in building such fabulous palaces can also produce very good temperature. So it's a challenge. The desert has always been a challenge because it has been a challenge for water. It has been a challenge for the weather, for some diseases sometimes because also the cold weather reduces sometimes some of the propagation of some diseases. But somehow the persons are the product of their environment.
Okay.
So the people who have been living in Rajasthan has been able to turn their challenges into opportunities. That's exactly what we are doing now. So the drought has not been a handicap. It has been a leitmotiv. It has been something that drives us into turning into much better opportunities for people, and then really something to be quite happy about. In Morocco, similarly, in the south we have quite a lot of oases with a lot less water sometimes, abundance of water some other times. So we have been able to, I would say, to adapt ourselves to our environment, but also to be a very good tourism attraction. So we are turning the challenges like the deserts, the best sand dunes in the world are in Morocco, where people go for either for curing, for the best sunset and then sunrise, but also for getting their mind void. It's like doing yoga when you are in the deserts. It helps you reconcile with yourself, with your mind. So these are very important things. Tourism is a very good sector where we can collaborate because it's a very good source of revenues.
Revenues, of course. And so bilateral ties between India and Morocco are increasing day by day, right? So how can Rajasthan businesses benefit from the partnerships in different sectors, maybe automotive or phosphates or energy?
To be honest, we have had the last 10 years a very good journey globally with India, and then I think this has a lot to do with the visit with His Majesty, during which 2015 on the margin of the India-Africa Summit.
Mhm.
It has given us very good opportunity to meet, but also to make a big step towards the strategic partnership, which consent has been there. So if you like numbers, we had more than 44 to 45 MOUs and agreements signed for the last 9 years. And then despite the COVID time, which everything was stopped. Then in terms of bilateral trade, uh, we moved from 1.1 billion now to 2.5 billion with a record high in 2022, $4.2 billion.
Okay.
So with this density, it's quite a remarkable achievement. It also reflects the will from both high-level authorities to.
Mhm.
But India should be seen also through its own states,
Yeah.
not only through the federation, which is because it's many states within one single big
Yeah.
United States. And Rajasthan, I am a practical person. I could see three major
Okay.
products or domains where we can
Mhm.
I can see culture and then tourism because for me
Okay.
they are always
Yeah.
associated.
Yeah.
Those who want to dissociate culture and then tourism, they can come to Rajasthan to understand that they cannot be dissociated.
Yeah.
It's a long heritage. It's a long tradition that
Yeah.
is perpetuated by younger, and then they are also even making it better.
Yeah. 75% of India's heritage tourism is here in
Indeed,
Rajasthan.
indeed. So it's you cannot if
Yeah.
you remove the heritage, then you will not have the
Yeah.
tourism.
Yeah.
The second one is water management, because we have had difficult years of drought. We have also, and throughout history, Morocco is 12 and a half centuries old, not the old one, but the monarchies there are from 12 centuries and a half. So it's a very long tradition where people have been coexisting with that place. The water management is at the core of concern,
Yeah.
if I say, of the authorities, both from India, in Rajasthan, from the Rajasthan authorities, and from Morocco. That's something where we can share how we manage it, how we reutilize it, how we can. I learned yesterday from one of your ministers that you're building some canals to divert water which is wasted. That's something we already do in Morocco, and then probably there is a very good scope of cooperation. We can start from that one. So that is the second element. Third element, which I believe is also important, we are first country producer of cars in Africa in the Arab world.
Yeah.
From an industry which doesn't exist a long time ago, exactly like Rajasthan. Probably that's something where we can have a certain collaboration, how to drain and then get more investments in this. Instead of having only the idea of Rajasthan as a tourism destination, we should also look at it as a industrial and then agricultural destination.
And also, so as we're wrapping up this conversation, what role can Morocco and Rajasthan play in deepening the ties of India Africa relation?
You see, I think there is a certain legitimate aspirations from India to go and develop its relations with Africa. It has been manifested through the previous summits.
Yeah.
And then the last one was the third summit that took place in 2015. We should be expecting the next summits. People speak about the next year. Complementarity sometimes between Africa and India.
Okay.
To put it very simple, there is certain transfer of technology that India could make to Africa, making the use of the local products and transforming them to added value on them. That's very important. Then Africa is for its resources, but also for its manpower. So I believe that Rajasthan has done a lot into skilling people.
Yeah.
And then the skilling is the source for developments. I have always believed, because when you have skilled people, they will bring you the know-how. So that's one of the domains where Rajasthan could also be of quite a good use to them. Secondly, within the framework of Africa-India cooperation, energy. You know, that's many places in Africa are lacking energy,
Yeah.
and then Rajasthan has done quite a lot in renewable energy.
Mhm.
So we can have a very good energy with cheap, uh, which is not very costly for the Africans to electrify them. And when you bring electricity and energy, you bring also development, you bring internet, you connect yourself to the world. So that's a domain where Rajasthan can play a very good role with Africa and India. I think every state in India can play that role.
Mhm.
But most importantly is in how to collaborate in exchanging the manpower, in exchanging the commodities and
Yeah.
goods for the
Yeah.
industry, which is always needed. But how we also can make another value to the African countries instead of making them always just being give their products will be withdrawn. How we can utilize and transform them
Yeah.
on the spot.
All right. So, do you like being in India? And I'm assuming yes. Then, what do you like about India the most?
I've been here for 8 years, by the way, so it's exceptionally long. And
Yeah.
then these moments will not be enough to say about all the things we have enjoyed in India. I think the warmth of people is very important. It makes me feel at home. And then coming from a very old monarchy nation,
Yeah.
and then very warm people. We have also counted, Ibn Battuta was from Morocco.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are connected from centuries back.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that many were people before.
Yeah.
The first roads of spices were from Kerala to Marrakesh. So history has an answer to many things. So that's one. Second thing, the opportunities which both countries, we are a very large contributor to food security of India
Yeah.
through fertilizers.
Yeah.
We have also the largest investment
Yeah.
of public investment of Morocco in the Asia. It
Asia.
exists
Yeah.
also in India. So that's something which makes me also proud, but also pressure on me how to make it bigger, because food security is in the heart of our concerns, especially after COVID.
Yeah.
Then my family has been with me, especially my younger daughter. Then she's going there. She is eager to come back, so there is a
Ah.
positive wave
Yeah.
that has left on my families. And food, despite being spicy, we end up by getting the use of it mostly.
All right, all right. We are known actually for our food, and it's different in different states. The
Yes,
food is different after every kilometer, every
yes,
10
yes, yes.
kilometers
Yeah.
here in India.
Then
But
if you can advise them to reduce a little bit of chilies, we'd be happy.
no, I'll surely do that, sir. I'll arrange non-chili but still tasty
Yes,
food
exactly,
for you.
exactly,
But
exactly.
thank you so much, sir, for joining us today for this
All the
very
pleasure was
wonderful.
mine. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm quite happy and truly honored to be here as a country partner, but also as a person. I visited this place many times on a tourist basis, but this time I'm coming on business basis.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for
My
joining
pleasure.
us today.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, stay tuned for more such videos only at ET Studios.